Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for yoga this evening. So for our reflection, I chose a poem from this book, 100 Poems to Lift Your Spirits. This is by Rita Dove, who's an American poet and essayist and a past, um, she's a poet laureate on the Library of Congress. This is called Dawn Revisited. Imagine you wake up with a second chance. The blue jay hawks his pretty wares, and the oak still stands, spreading glorious shade. If you don't look back, the future never happens. How good to rise in sunlight, in the prodigal smell of biscuits, eggs and sausage on the grill. The whole day is yours to write on, blown open to a blank page. Come on, shake a leg. You'll never know who's down there frying those eggs if you don't get up and see. That one kind of gave me a boost. Yes. Every day is a new day to write on, to get up and see what's going on. So let's sit up nice and tall and kind of press your legs or hold on to your legs. If you hold on to your legs, notice what happens on your back. Now see if you can let the tops of your shoulders soften at the same time and see if you connect with these muscles in your upper back. And feel your backbone, your spine, nice and tall. Can you feel the base of your spine where you're sitting, your sitting bones? And then all the way up to the crown of your head. Let's make some circles around this tallness in the spine. So just bring yourself around whichever direction starts in your body. You let the circles get bigger and bigger. And then pause and take your circles in the other direction. And then find that tallness again and let your hands rest in your lap. And begin to notice the next time you breathe in and breathe out. Again. And then the next breath. Notice what happens inside when you breathe. What moves? Can you feel the inhales on your nostrils? Can you notice the temperature when you're breathing in, when you're breathing out? It's a little different. A little cooler when you breathe in, a little warmer when you breathe out. Can you feel your movement here in your upper chest? Air, the oxygen, filling in the lungs, releasing, going throughout your body. So bring a hand to your upper chest. Bring the other hand to your abdomen. Just be with your breath. Don't have to change a thing. When we breathe with awareness, we're using the key that we have to our nervous system. So when we're in the course of the day, or maybe at any time of the day, if we start to get worried or start to feel stress, it's our nervous system reacting to our thoughts or to something that's happening around us, something that we're afraid is going to happen. That's our nervous system. It's our natural defense mechanism. Too much is not good. Breath is how we dial it down. Notice how you feel. Now, let's see if we can consciously bring the breath down. So when you inhale next time, let your tummy round. When you exhale, draw those muscles towards your spine. When you inhale, kind of feel a rebound, right? Your tummy rounds. And then exhale, drawing the muscles in. Let's do that again. When we do that, we're consciously using our diaphragm, which is working every time we breathe. But this time we're kind of emphasizing it a little bit. So when our diaphragm is the muscle that comes like below the rib cage, it kind of separates your upper chest from your digestive area. So when we let the tummy round, the diaphragm comes down so the air can come in when we inhale. When we exhale, the diaphragm comes back up and it lets the air come out. So when we think about moving our belly, our abdomen, we're just kind of emphasizing that a bit. We're going to keep the breath going throughout our practice today. So let's bring your hands forward and kind of walk your fingertips forward. Till it feels like a good space for you, and then kind of fold forward. Let your elbows soften. Maybe you're saying hello to your lower back, so don't go too far. No need to go into discomfort. But feel yourself breathing. Can you feel yourself breathing onto your back? Can you feel the movement on your back when you breathe in this position? Maybe on your upper back. But let's come up on the fingertips and walk over to the right until you're kind of looking over that right leg, and then bend over. A couple of breaths here. And then we're going to let the right hand come outside your right hip, and this right side is going to support you as you bend over, lift the left arm up, kind of overhead, and the whole left side from your left fingers to your left hip gets to drape over the right side. Maybe you feel lengthening right in here, the left rib cage. Couple breaths. One more. Then inhale and come back up when you're ready. And let's bring the hands in front again. Walk the fingertips out. Softening the elbows. And then walking your hands over to the left and take a fold over that left thigh. Honoring your body. If anything feels uncomfortable, come out or just not do it. Honoring your body is most important. Now we're going to let the left hand come outside the left hip. This left side is going to bend to the left, but it's going to be supporting you as you lift your right arm up and overhead so the right side can get a good stretch. From your fingertips to your right hip. Take 2 more breaths. And then reach up, bring your fingertips down. Good. All right, so now we're going to, let's inhale the arms up and overhead. And exhale, let your arms float back down. Do that 2 more times. Like your inhale is providing the gas pedal to lifting the arms. It's providing the emphasis to lift the arms. And then your exhale is letting everything ease on down. Good. All right. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms this time. Turn to the right and then exhale your arms down. Left arm is in front, right arm is behind. Doesn't have to be directly behind you. You can just kind of out to the side. You can take your left hand to your right knee. Feeling that rotation. The tops of your shoulders soften. Taking a couple breaths here. And breathe at your own pace. Yoga is about learning to find ways to get that tension out of the body. Okay, next inhale, come back and face the front. Getting the tension out and moving all the parts of the body and along with the joints and the ligaments, find the stretch and the strength. All right, let's inhale the arms up and overhead again and then take a turn to the left. And you can bring your right hand to your left knee if that feels good, or it can be in front of you. Take a few breaths as you're in this rotation. One more breath. And then come and face the front. Good. All right. So hands are in front. We're going to inhale. You're going to lean forward, bringing your chest forward and lifting your chin. Exhale, round your back and tuck your chin in. Do that a few times. Inhale, we're bringing the spine forward. Exhale, we're rounding and bringing it back. Let's do that 2 more times. All right, let's just take a pause. Notice how you feel. Because we just moved your spine, you just moved your spine in its 6 directions, forward and back, side, and then turning side and side. Notice how you feel. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to come around to hands and knees. Good. All right. So your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders. And then walk your hands up about 1 inch or 2. Spread your fingers. Good. Now we're going to breathe up and down the spine. So as you inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. As you exhale, round your back and tuck your chin in. One breath, lead to the next. As if movement is coming up vertebra by vertebra up the spine. Now some days the spine might move more easily than other days, and just honor that. Just take it where you are now. If you've been on a long car ride, your spine might not be as movable. hips, or if you've been digging in the garden, cleaning up stuff, sometimes our backs get, want a little bit of resting instead of movement. So honor where your body is. Good. Now let's keep the spine straight. On the inhale, move your shoulders forward, and then exhale, bring your hips down towards your heels. And inhale, move the hips up, the shoulders come forward. Exhale, back down. And let's do that one more time. Let's stay here with the hips down, and you can lower your arms, rest your head in child's pose. Good. So we're here, and you can have your knees out to the side, or you can have your knees pointing straight ahead. But see if you can feel the movement of the breath in this position. You feel your diaphragm and your abdomen moving as you breathe. And you also might be able to feel your breath on your back. Feel maybe when you inhale, back rises just a little bit and softens as you exhale. Now let's reach the arms forward, and we're going to walk your hands over to the right, and it might be coming off your mat. Let your hips kind of lean to the left a little bit. Take a couple breaths here. Good. And then walk your hands across your mat over to the left, and let your hips come over to the right. And then bring your hands back in front of you. We're going to lift the hips up a little bit. And now let the right arm sweep up. You can follow it with your eyes. And on an exhale, let that hand come down and slide it behind your left hand, and let your right side of your face come down and your right shoulder. Good. Your left hand can stay right where it is. You can lower the left forearm right where it is, or you can let it rest on your right hand, or you can bring it behind your back. Find a place that feels comfortable. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Good. Now let your left hand come right outside your nose. And we're going to press down into that hand, and then let the right arm come up and then down again. Now we're back to hands and knees. Good. Maybe let your hips go side to side. Kind of releasing any stiffness, kind of letting things go. Now, inhale, let the left arm swoop up. Exhale, bring it down behind the right. Come all the way down so the left side of your face is down on the floor. And then find a comfortable spot for your right arm. You let yourself find a sense of comfort here, and let's take 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, bring the right hand right outside of your nose. Press that hand down. Let that left hand swoop up, and then come back. Come back to hands and knees. Good. Now, we're going to let the right leg swoop back. I'm going to try this. I'm going to use the opposite leg from you, but I'm going to talk you through the right leg. Because I'm going to come to myself. You'll see in a minute here. So let your right leg come back and lift up. And your next exhale, bend that knee and let your nose come towards the knee. Inhale, swoop it back. Exhale, knee coming in. Exhale, lift that leg behind you. One more time. Inhale back. Good. Now let's see if we can balance here. So you can let that right hip lift up to see how that feels, and then let it rotate down. So both of your hips are facing, well, that right hip is facing your mat. Maybe you could bring your left hand forward. Maybe come to a balance. Wobbling is allowed. Let your fingers touch and your toes touch if you'd like. And then bring the left hand back. Good. Now, we're going to turn to the right. You can swivel on your knee and then let that right arm come up. See, I'm doing this so that you can see me. But really, I've got my left arm up. Anyway. Good. Now, let's see if you can kind of bring the left hand closer to you. And come on up so that you're kneeling on your left knee and your right leg is extended. And then reach that right hand on your right leg and the left arm overhead. Now we're going to bring that left hand down again. We turn the right hand and right knee. Good. And then we're back to hands and knees, but let's come into child's pose. So let your knees can be apart and toes together and lower down and just rest your head. If you feel any difference between your right side and your left side. When you're ready, let's come back to hands and knees, and now we're going to do the left side. You're going to see my back. Okay. So let your left knee come up, and then reach it back. Inhaling back. Exhale, bend that left knee, let your toe and your nose come in. Inhale, reach it back. And let's do that one more time. Good. All right. Now, let's see if your hips are level. Reaching through the sole of that left foot, let your right hand come forward. Take a balance. You're looking straight down at your mat. And then let your left toes come down, and we're going to turn to your left. Now you're going to see my back. So that you're going to reach your left arm up. Feel that expansion. Good. Now we're going to come to kneeling on your right knee, so you can move that right hand in a little bit. You might need both of your hands, lock your hands in front. That's fine. But come to where you're kneeling on your right leg and your left leg is extended. Let your left hand come on that leg and reach your right arm up and overhead. Take one more breath here. And then come back down. Bring both hands down. Come back to hands and knees, and let's find child's pose one more time. Ah, notice how you feel. Noticing your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to standing. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Walk your hands up your legs. However, it feels good to come back up to standing. Good. And then let's kind of loosen it up. Loosen your shoulders, your arms, your hips, your legs. You can walk it out a little bit. Everything. Just feel loose. And then like to let the arms sway side to side. And you get your hips and your knees involved. Your body might find its own movement. Just it's like your mind has to get out of the way. My voice has to get out of your way. Just let your body kind of unwind. And then when you're ready, coming back to standing with the ankles under your knees, under the front of your hips, and then inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Ooh, exhale, let your arms float back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, floating down. This time we're going to add a little movement. So we're going to inhale, float the arms up, and exhale, bring that right hand down. You can bring it to your waist if that feels good. And bring the left arm overhead and find that left foot is grounding as that whole left side is expanding. Feel free to look up at that left hand, look down at your mat. Let's take one more breath here. And then bring the right hand up, join the left, maybe lift one other, getting a nice big lift, big inhale, and then exhale. We're going to take a bend to the left, so your left hand can come to your hip, in front of you, the right arm overhead, and the right foot is rooted so that you feel that expansion on the right side. Let's take two more breaths here. Good. All right, we're going to bring the arms down. Now we're going to add our chair pose. So inhale, let's reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down and around, bend your knees and your hips, bring your hands in front of you into chair pose. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming into chair. Let's do that two more times. Inhale. Whoa. Last one. Bring your hands to your shoulders. And we're going to take the elbows forward, up, back, and down. And a couple of rounds. And just notice we're circling our elbows, but we're also circling our shoulders. Wherever you are, you can take a step and then bring your elbows back, up, forward, and down. Do that two more times. Fold forward again. First, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, soften your knees, fold forward. Your fingers, they can maybe they're touching your mat, maybe not. Your knees can have a bend. And now we're going to bring your hand to the left leg and reach the right arm up. You can bend that left knee. Take one more breath here. Then bring the right hand down. Now bring the right hand. Let's bring it inside the right leg, bending the right knee, and lift the left arm up. Let's take 2 more breaths. Bring the left arm down, and then let's come all the way back up. Bring your palms together. All right. So we're going to make circle. Let's step the legs not fully wide, but maybe a little more than hip distance apart. We're going to make circles. We're going to start making circles with our arms, and then we're going to get the legs involved. So let your arms be loose, and we're going to circle them to the left, up, overhead, back to the left, and then circle to the right, up, overhead, back to the right, circle to the left, up, overhead, back to the left, and then circle to the right, up, overhead. Good. Now we're going to circle to the left, up, overhead, and when you go back to the left, bring your right leg back behind you. Now we're going to just circle the arms to the right, stepping that right leg back, and then bring the left leg back behind you. Good. Now step around, bring the arms around, and the right leg's going back. Even the arms the other way, and bring the left leg back. This can seem very confusing. It's probably easier than the way I'm explaining it. See if if it's making any sense. And it kind of grows on you too. But don't worry if it doesn't come together this time. Woo. Let's do one more. Good. All right. Woo. And then walk it out again. Now we're going to kind of do keeping in the same theme of right to left. Soften your knees and cross your left foot over your right. And then start to bend your knees. Bring your palms together. And let's see if we can lift the right elbow and kind of bending to the left and lifting the right elbow. This is a balance challenge right here. Up straight, uncross the legs, and now we're going to soften the knees, cross the right leg over the left, and bend the knees again, so the knees are kind of supporting each other. Bring your palms together, and then lifting the left elbow. This different directions. And let's come back standing up straight, and you can let your arms come down. Good. All right, now let's see if we can find our standing stillness. So let your ankles be under your knees, the front of your hips. Let your shoulders rise up, and then come onto your back. Let your fingertips almost dangle to the floor. See if you can lift your toes. And separate your toes. Let them come back down. Now, as you're standing here, you're lifting the front of your body. Feel like your back, letting the energy, the shoulders come down your back. Your eyes will close. And notice if you're moving side to side, forward to back. See if you can be here until the movement ceases and you're still. mountain pose. See if we can bring a balance on each side. So shift your weight to the left leg, the left side of your body. You can bring your palms together. You can bring your toes, your right toes to the floor. You can stay right here. Maybe bring that right foot to the left ankle or to the inner thigh. Ever working in your body today. Just try to keep, as you challenge your body with this balance pose, try to keep your breath nice and steady. Whenever you're ready, let the right leg come down and then shift the weight into the right side of your body. Left toes. Left foot can go inside the right leg. Make the toes stay on your mat. Maybe one side is different from the other. Just accepting your body where it is. Keeping your breath nice and steady. And then when you're ready, foot come down. Inhale the arms up and overhead. And exhale, lower your arms, fold over halfway. And then inhale, come up, look forward. Exhale, coming down to the floor. So let your hands come down, your legs come down, all the way down to seated. And let's bring the legs in front and find cobbler pose. So let the soles of your feet come together and your knees come out to the side. And you can hold on to your ankles, or you could put your thumbs in the arches of your feet and just holding onto your feet. Let's take a couple rounds of just letting your knees bounce. Opening up the inner thighs, letting the legs open. Now, we're going to sit nice and tall. And when you're ready, fold forward. I like to bring my arms on the inside of the legs. My elbows kind of come up to my knees. Just let your head come forward. And let's take a few breaths right here. Let your head be heavy. And then inhale and come up and hold both of your toes with your left hand. Bring your right hand outside your right leg. Inhale first and exhale, fold over on that left and then the right thigh. Any amount, doesn't matter, just feel on the inside and let your breath, see if you can feel your breath on your back. Part of yoga is removing the breath around. Good. Now let's sit back up again and let your right hand hold onto your toes. Bring your left hand around your left thigh and then fold over. Bring your hands on the outside of your thighs and let your hands help your knees to come up. Walk your feet forward a little bit. Bring your hands behind you. And I'm going to turn so that you can see what I'm doing. So your knees are bent, your feet are down. Bring your hands behind your back. Your elbows can be bent. If your fingers can point forward. Now, see if you can lift your chest here And maybe you can press into your feet and lift your hips up. Come into reverse table. You're opening up across the collarbones. And it's fine if you want to keep your hips down. You feel the same effect right here. And if you'd like to try something else, you can stretch your legs out, keeping your arms where they are, and maybe lift your hips up here. It's reverse plank. Then lower down. Let's take a fold over. So you have a bend in your knees, fold forward over your legs. Everything soften. And then when you're ready, come to lying down on your back. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah. Once you get there. Oh. Just notice that feeling. Feeling of being horizontal. That little out of gravity keeps us on the earth instead of floating in space. All right. Let your legs come together and your feet point, your toes point up to the ceiling, your hands come back behind you, and then reach through the soles of your feet as you're reaching above your head and just lengthening your body and breathing. And the next time you inhale, make it a big inhale. And then exhale, bring your knees, bend your knees in, wrap your arms around your legs and roll side to side. Good. Oh. You can make circles with your knees. And then circle in the other direction. And massaging that lower back. Let your feet come down to the floor with your knees bent. Let's take a couple rounds of bridge pose. We'll use one arm at a time, but it's up to you. If you want to use both arms or not use arms, whatever works for you. We're going to roll the hips up on the inhale. Let the right arm come back. And then exhale, roll the hips down and bring the right arm down. Now, inhale, roll up the hips, left arm coming back. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arm. Good. Let's do the right arm again. So inhale, lift the hips, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower down. Lifting the hips, left side. Exhale, lower down. Let's do one more on each side. Inhaling. Notice how you're linking your breath with the movement. Just go at the pace of your own breath. Now, let the right knee come in. You're going to hug the right knee in. You can straighten the left leg if you like. Come all the way to the floor. And then interlace your hands behind your right thigh and straighten the leg and point. Flex your foot. Make some circles. Loosen up the ankle. Now, we're going to hold a little bit higher, maybe on your calf, maybe bringing the leg forward. And if you'd like, we could take an inhale, and on the exhale, lift your head and shoulders. And take some couple short breaths here. Your head is lifted, let it come back down. All right, now we're going to bend that right knee and take the knee across your body to the left. Right arm can come out to the side. And let the leg rise or lower so that it's in a comfortable place for you. A couple breaths here. But let it feel beneficial to you, not a sense of discomfort. Inhale, roll onto your back again. That right knee is still lifted down. Now let the right knee go out to the right. We're getting an opening in that inner thigh. One more breath here. And then roll onto your back. Maybe hug the right knee in one more time. And then lengthen that leg. Let it point up to the ceiling. Arms by your side. Let that right leg come down super slowly. After it gets there, take a moment to notice your right side and your left side. If you feel any difference. All right, now let's hug in the left leg. Bend your knee, hug the leg in towards your torso. Good stretch. And then interlace your fingers behind that left leg and straighten the leg. Point and flex your foot. Make some circles. Now we're going to lift the hands up towards your calf and maybe bring that leg in a little bit more. Still breathing. Take an inhale. On your exhale, if you'd like, you can try lifting your head and shoulders off the floor, off your mat. A couple breaths here. Inhales are pretty brief. You can get an exhale perhaps. If your head's lifted, let your head come back down. Bend that left knee and take it over across your body to the right. The right hand will guide the left leg and the left hand can come out to the side. Find a place that feels beneficial to you. Lifting that left leg up or lowering it down a bit. Take 2 more breaths. Roll back onto your back. Left leg is still lifted, still bent, and then take that left leg out to the left. Might not go very far. A place not to discomfort, but just a place that feels beneficial. Take a few breaths here. Now bring the left leg overhead again. Straighten that leg. Hugging it in one more time. Then let your arms come by your sides. And let that left leg come down super slowly. Now compare your right side and left side. Oh. And it's time for final relaxation. So let your legs be about mat width apart. Your arms come by your sides, the palms up. And I will guide you through relaxation. Notice the parts of you that are supported by your mat, by the floor. Those places feel a gravity. You can just soften here into your mat. And then let your inner vision come up around the crown of your head, down around to the space between your eyebrows. That space soft. Bring it to space around your lips that you use for smiling and talking. Let those muscles soften and take rest. Notice your jaw. Let your jaw open. Even if your mouth opens a little bit, let your jaw soften. Take rest. Bring those inner eyes, inner awareness down to your upper back, shoulders. So your right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower right arm, wrist and hand. Let that whole right arm light, soft, as if it's floating. Let it take rest. And bring that inner awareness to your left shoulder and upper arm and elbow, lower left arm and wrist and hand. Whole left arm. And soft and light. And take rest. Bring your inner vision down through your torso, down to your lower back. Notice your right hip, and thigh, and knee. Lower right leg. Whole right leg. It's light and soft. Take rest. Your awareness to your left hip, and thigh, and knee. Lower left leg. Whole left leg. Soft. If there's any place that's not feeling restful, bring your breath there. Take a long exhale right there. And allow your whole body to take rest. Allow yourself to rest for the next few minutes. Let everything go. And to bring your awareness back to your breath. It's the soft, gentle lifting of the inhale, and then the softening and letting go of the exhale. Just be here with your breath. Feeling your breath on your back as you're lying here. And then begin to find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Your head slowly turn to the right and to the left. Now when you're ready, put your arms back overhead and take an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it out, make a sound. And let's do that again. So we're going to inhale deeply and exhale. Good. And then help yourself to come up to a seated position so you can roll to one side or the other. You can let your hands come down and use your arms to help you to come up and find your way to a comfortable seat. Bring your palms together. Rub your hands, making a little heat in the hands. And then bring your palms over your eyes. Bring your palms over your ears. And you hear yourself breathing. Take your fingertips to the crown of your head, actually to your hairline. And just make some little circles. Moving your fingertips towards your ears. Make little circles, little massages. Bring your hands back behind your ears and down underneath, along your jaw. Bring your tips down to your chin, up towards your nose. Just give yourself a little massage here. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. The spirit in me honors the spirit in each of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you can take the things we do in yoga off your mat into your life and use them whenever you need them to relieve the stresses of life, to find that inner calm and inner strength. Thank you.